Hey guys, Tyler here. So for this live stream, I'm just gonna answer just random questions and answer stuff because right now I am just I can't say I'm kind of, really excited to edit a video because honestly like making videos kind of like this is like a lot of time and effort on my end because first I have to get like the camera, and then after the camera I get my tripod, and of course I had to import the video footage from my camera into the computers. That way I can actually edit my videos. And so I figured this whole entire Q&A stuff right now is not going to use any kind of video footage. I'm just going to answer the questions directly. That way it'll be pretty interesting and pretty cool. So if you guys have any questions, just please type your questions in the comments section down below. That way I can answer all of you guys because it'll be pretty cool to do this live. But yeah, so far there's like street people watching me right now. Hello, street people watching me right now. So, you can just talk about any sort of topic. I don't care what kind of topic it is. Just post your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll just answer you guys as soon as possible. It'd be cool. But lately it has not been really cool for me because like I've been marathoning like a lot of Ultraman. Because on my channel more recently I just uploaded a video talking about like basically it was, what was it, the Return of Ultraman. It was pretty cool. The War on SJWs. Hello, how are you? Banana Rama Ding Dong. Hi, classic liberal, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. How do I feel about defunding the police? Now, that's a really interesting question because, like, when I initially did my video talking about Black Lives Matter trying to abolish the police, it seemed as though that they didn't really mean abolish the entire police station. Because apparently, what they mean by abolish the police is to just defund it and also try to reform it. Because for some strange reason, they don't really actually use the words that they really mean, and it doesn't make any sense to me at all. But my personal thoughts about defunding the police, I have no personal strong feelings either way. I mean, the only idea that I find to be absurd right now is to get rid of the whole entire police entirely, but that's about it. Oh, Black Power. Yeah, 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 yeah. Black Power. The thing about it is that I don't really feel a strong connection to my race. Because basically, I just see myself as just, Tyler. I'm just some sort of nobody YouTuber making these funny videos, and so I don't really see myself as, oh, Tyler is like the black person. No, I just see myself as just Tyler. Let's see. Defund the police means advocating some funding on the police, other public services like education, infrastructure. Okay. Should they be shot for treason in Seattle? Personally, I don't advocate for any kind of violence, so I'm not gonna answer that kind of question. So, yeah. Why don't apparently Europe, for example, for instance? The thing about it is though, like, for me, like the whole entire question about nationality is just if you're born in a place, you're just X nationality. Like if I was, of course, I mean, yeah, so obviously I'm born in the United States, so I'm American. And it's the same thing for like European person. If a black person was born in a European country, they're European, or vice versa for other places. And so to me the question of nationality is not just, because you're from Europe, you're strictly white. No, you could be like any sort of race, be born in European countries and also still be European. It just does not mean. If you don't see yourself as black, but it's in your steam, everyone's friend, black friend. It's the thing about that song is that it's mostly like a joke, mostly a joke. Like I remember when I did the song like back in, what was it, 2014. Is that it's just a joke. I thought it was funny when I heard it for the first time. and I decided to keep it as the theme song. And that's why I have this theme song right now, is because I thought it was funny. It was really funny to me, so. Let's see, I love your channel, keep up the good work. Oh, thank you so much, I really appreciate your nice words. Let's see, do the fun advocates support body cams for all cops? If so, that would be require increased funding. I haven't done more research about that. I need to read more articles to give you a definitive answer. But I think maybe they wanted some sort of body cams, at least for the initial Black Lives Matter plans, to have body cams for police brutality, and so I think that's the main reason why. I miss your original angry black guy glare and your themes. Like, that face is kind of, really, really, really hard to, freaking do. Because when I made that opening years ago, like, it was easier to just be mad on the camera, like that. Nowadays, it's not that easy to, do it. But I refilmed my opening last week with like a different camera and everything, because the original opening was shot entirely in 480p. Yeah, 480p. This one was shot in high definition. And so what I did, I just shot some brief clips of myself. I used some clips that were funny from my previous videos, and I threw together a new opening. And I thought it was actually pretty fun to do a new opening, because I feel as though that like I don't look the same way like I did years ago. I mean, I guess in a way I do look the same, kind of, sort of, but to reflect my new kind of style, my new personality, my new look. So, are you still learning Spanish? Yeah, like basically, for Spanish, I have like a lot of like I have like so many freaking books on Spanish, like, and also I've been doing like these Spanish podcasts where I just talk nothing but the freaking languages. I also been like being part of like a lot of Spanish projects as of lately. Like I did like a whole entire music video with like the YouTube channel Los Macoños, and it was like also like entirely so I've been doing like a lot of Spanish projects too, besides the stuff I do on this channel. So if you guys see my personality, of course, on other Spanish YouTuber channels, I took part of those kind of people, so that's pretty cool. By coincidence, I think I remember you from an old Godzilla forum. Oh yes, 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 yes. I was on fact on like Toho Kingdom, and Till Kingdom was actually like the Godzilla form that I was on. I used to post there on the time, but like I still freaking like don't really post as much, if any at all. I just tend to just post my thoughts of Godzilla and that kind of stuff on my channel. Not as often like, as the more politically driven videos. But yeah, I still post more about like Godzilla. So, okay. Son las 3:30 de España. Debería estudiar para más exámenes, pero aquí estoy. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien para ti? Hey, good evening, Tyler. Hey, man, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? But this comment said it's like 3:30 in Spain. I should study for more exams, but here I am looking at Tyler. So, okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But I haven't posted in Toho Kingdom for like years. It's been like years since I posted for like Toho Kingdom, because I used to post on that forum so many times. But nowadays I just, post my thoughts about the franchise on my channel. So, and also I have plans to talk about that Gamera set that's coming out in August. So it'll be cool to talk about Gamera on my channel pretty shortly. Do I smoke weed? No, I don't smoke weed. I do, however, support the legalization of weed, because I think there's like a lot of benefits when it comes down to weed. I know that there's like a lot of studies that have proven that if a person had weed, that you could actually, get rid of pain. And of course, that's why some people, some patients use weed in like a lot of states. The thing about marijuana in my country is that it's kind of complex. You see, on a federal level, it's basically illegal. But there are some states that legalize it for different reasons. There are some states that have it for recreational, and there are some states that have it for for like medical use. Now, among the states that have it for like recreational use, includes stuff like Colorado, Nevada, Alaska, and whatever place, California, those kind of places. And of course, places that have like, medical marijuana is like these other every other state. But as far as like, the federal level is pretty much still illegal, but the state still can legalize marijuana if they want to. And slowly but slow was it what was the phrase? It was like surely but surely I forgot the phrase, but like basically little by little we get like more and more rights about marijuana in my country. So come to Spain, you can grow it, just not smuggle it. Okay. Illinois. Yeah. I can understand black racial tensions in America due to history, but protests and riots in Canada and Europe seem adequated. The thing about it is like for the protest that's going on right now, like the riots and stuff, I don't really care much if people actually protest for justice. I really, however, care so much about, of course, how people just destroy the businesses. Like I noticed, like there has been like a lot of apologia about how people treat the riots, and like people were actually defending the riots, saying that, of course, well, you see, these people have been really upset for a long time, and that's why it's kind of justified for them to go out and destroy stuff. But personally, I don't really buy it. Like, even if the police brutality problem existed, and I do believe that myself for a very long time, it does not excuse them to just destroy stuff and take flat screen TVs. Like, I think, of course, maybe the whole nature of course, protesting is going to be right no matter what, but I don't find it very excusable to just take stuff and burn stuff to the ground because there are also businessmen behind those kind of stuff. And so honestly, they're going to lose their job. And of course, people are going to suffer from that. So that's why. I'm upset because a family friend of ours, whom is Mexican, mind you, has his building burnt down. He was crying on the sidewalk because he had to let the store go because he couldn't afford the damage. I agree. Like that is sad. Like every time like that I see footage of somebody rioting, I also realize that there are also people that cannot afford the riots damages because probably at this point it's probably millions and millions of dollars of damages just by the riots alone. So that's kind of strange. I would say most of the protests have been peaceful. I'm pretty sure most Americans support the protests, even if they don't have the same politics. Yeah, I would agree. I think like I can't really say for sure if there's like data or not for that. But I know that of course probably most people support the idea of protest. Earlier today I listened to radio while I was going back home from my job, and it said that of course most Americans support the protests for the White House. And so I think there probably is some truth to that, that most Americans do support peaceful protests as long as not a riot. So you could defeat riots against private citizens, you can defeat anything. Okay. At least the protests ended COVID in America. Yeah, that's the thing about the whole protest stuff. Like, I'm kind of concerned about it because we're still in a pandemic right now, and people can still just get sick from massive gatherings. It's not just, from the outside gatherings, but also there has been reports of people having like these mass gatherings in churches, and of course, like a lot of religious leaders and stuff, and the people that believe in like Christianity, they also freaking get sick too. And so, mass gatherings, no matter like a building, religious building, or outside or wherever, is a very, really bad idea. because the more likely there's like more people, the more likely you're gonna get infected from that kind of stuff. Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? Do you feel like many rioters and protesters, especially those outside of the United States, still dedicated to United States police brutality, are kids playing the revolution? I'm ashamed, I'm kinda do. Um, maybe, maybe not. I know that some people are probably using these protests as an opportunity to just get stuff, but I think there are some people who legitimately are concerned about our police brutality. Because I think that, of course, there are legit reasons to protest against the police. Because there's not just black people to me, but any person. Like, it's like a human rights issue. Because black people get killed by police, white people get killed by the police, anybody in this country get killed by police. So, it's kind of sad, like the media, they only focus more on black deaths, but they don't ever for one single second show a death of a white person. Never. It's all about the race bait. Always about the race bait. Like, they always try to make any sort of issue about race here. When it's more nuanced than just race, it could be a number of determining factors on why this kind of stuff continues to happen. Let's see, let me look at the comments right here. I support the protests. I disagree with violence. I agree, man. Although I'm vilified for that opinion. Oh my god. Tyler, how do you feel about Trump closing La Fonte Square? Is it time for people to call out Trump for impeding speech? I think so. I really think so because like Trump is not, a really great advocate for free speech. Like there's like for like the past like what was it, 4 years, people painted Trump as some sort of free speech defender, but in actuality, Trump is not a free speech defender. Trump is the opposite of a free speech defender. Like I know for a fact he tried to go after video games a while back and have some sort of meeting just talking about like, how video games cause violence and blah 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 blah. He also went after Bill Maher for making fun of him by saying that he was some sort of orangutan. He also freaking tried to what was it? There was this guy. He got injured, I believe, whatever. He was in the hospital. He tried to label that guy as Antifa, and that's scary. That's kind of scary because it kind of removes like due process, and so obviously I don't agree with him on that either. He also went after like SNL, I believe, because there was like what was it? Alec Baldwin trying to be like Donald Trump. So this guy is clearly is not, of course, a free speech president. Like this guy is obviously the opposite of like a free speech president. So let me look at the comments, Razy. ¿Qué piensas de los blancos tomando rol de esclavos? What do you think about the whites taking the roles of slaves? Personalmente no creo que este concepto, porque realmente es una pena para los blancos. De hecho, para mi caso, yo creo que es importante para pensar del pasado y para aprender cosas del pasado, sí. Pero para mi caso, creo que el pasado es el pasado, porque prácticamente para mi caso no creo que es este concepto de colegio blanco, no creo que todas las personas son culpables para muchas acciones y tal. Y pues no estoy de acuerdo con este concepto del colegio blanco, que todos los blancos son demonios y cosas como así. Y es por eso que no soy muy fan de este concepto. Okay. Let's see. I don't understand how hashtag MeToo activists support less violence. Less police, excuse me, less police. I don't understand it either, but basically it's like very strange because I guess maybe like the thing about Me Too is that they have like this slogan like believe all women, but just like with the other slogan, which is abolish the police, they don't literally mean believe all women either. It's like it's so strange. Like there's like a lot of different language games. Of course, abolish the police means to fund the police. Believe all women means to believe the victims, and not obviously all. It's like it's some sort of newspeak to me, but it's like so strange. It's so strange that they keep doing this. Like, we don't really believe, like, believe all women. We don't really believe, like, abolish the entire I support Black Lives Matter. I broke my own windows. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. I don't think the media covers us Hispanics either, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I never seen any sort of like, media coverage of Hispanics. The only kind of freaking media coverage of Hispanics I see, at least in TV shows, are just drug cartels. So basically, like anytime there's like a Hispanic on TV, it's like they're always part of some sort of Mexican drug cartel. So, oh god. No one watches what goes on in SA. Is that like what was it, South Africa? SA is South Africa, right? I guess not because people tend to be more occupied about the politics that goes on their own country because obviously people have to worry about local issues and that's why they have to prioritize local issues over like other countries. But honestly, I think it's pretty cool to know about other countries and their politics because you get to learn like a culture and different stuff by just freaking like reading about stuff in different countries. So, I mean, for those also in I say New Mexico and other North American states. Yeah. Okay. Do you believe that these current events, such as COVID-19 protest riots, are part of an American global fund and perpetrated by other forces? It's kind of like hard to tell. I mean, I like to entertain like a lot of conspiracy theories, but I obviously don't know if it's like funded by somebody or something. I cannot really tell you because I haven't seen any news about any sort of funding being done. The main reason why there's so many protests. I wish it was that easy to say, but honestly, it's not that freaking easy to just say, hey, they must be funded by some sort of entity. That's why there's I can't really say that for sure. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Who knows? It's hard to make a nuanced statement that sounds catchy. Yeah, it is. It really is, really. I cannot really think of how to properly make like a catchphrase without making it sound catchy. So, oh, South America. Oh, South America. Yeah, yeah. I guess maybe it's because of the language barrier. Like sometimes on my Twitter page, what I do, I sometimes like translate random clips from like Latin American countries and I post it on my Twitter page. And so if you guys are like interesting interested about looking into that kind of stuff, that's on my Twitter page. So I also dislike my Irish friends who thinks support Black Lives Matter gives them bragging rights and make them seem woke. Yeah, the thing about it is that I guess some people, obviously not all freaking people, but like basically some people just they feel as though that they're trying to support Black Lives Matter for some sort of vindication because of the past history and what's being done. So I honestly don't think that's a good reason to support Black Lives Matter. Obviously, I don't really support the movement myself for my own personal reasons, and that's why I made videos against Black Lives Matter. It's because of a lot of stuff that's been going on and also like the ideology and stuff. But that's the main reason why I don't think it's actually a good idea to support something because you want to have bragging rights. That's stupid. What are you gonna go to break when someone breaks into your house? Uh, that's like a very, very, really, really interesting scenario here. I'm not sure, honestly. I have to go back to that question. Hold on. Siguiente curioso por la historia de los imperios africanos y mitología africana. No estudié estos conceptos en la vida, pero para mi caso me gustaría estudiar más historia porque estoy bastante malísimo con este tema. Y para mi caso, para mis videos, cuando estoy hablando de varios temas en mi canal de YouTube, es bastante difícil porque necesito estudiar para varios conceptos. Necesito estudiar de varios temas que no conozco. Obviamente, cuando estoy hablando de varios temas en mi canal de YouTube, estoy hablando de cosas que conozco. Pero para otras cosas no es el mismo caso para mí. Pero sí me gustaría estudiar más de la historia de varias cosas africanas y cosas como así. Hola, no entiendo casi nada, pero me voy a quedar en un rato. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien para ti? ¿De dónde eres? Okay. Buy a firearm. Ironically, the riots kind of solidify the second. Basically, it's no, I'm not interested in like guns. Like, no, guns are not like something for me. But I think that the main reason why I don't want to get a gun is because I'm obviously freaking afraid of guns. I never like the only kind of gun I remember firing was like some sort of BB gun. But no, I don't like. I feel safe in my neighborhood that there's no way in hell I'm gonna get a gun. Oh god, that's like so no 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 way. No guns for me. Like I can understand why there's some people that like guns, but if I had to freaking use a gun, like I want to use like the game guns that are in video games. I don't freaking like freaking I don't freaking like use don't like guns that much. Sorry guys. Can you read True Latin or Hispanic Latin's too different? I don't understand. Like, are you talking about like the Latin language, or are you talking about Spanish dialects? Because I never studied Latin, so I can't read Latin. But as far as like the Spanish dialects, there are obviously differences because it's not just, the pronunciation that's also different. It's also like various different terminology within different countries. Like for example, there's computer, right? Now for English, computer is computer. Now for Spanish in Latin America, the word for computer is computadora. Now for like Spain, the word for computer is ordenador. Another example is the word fries. Now for fries is like papas fritas, papas fritas. But then for like Spain, it's patatas fritas. So it's not just freaking like, the different dialects. It's also words too. Like there are some words that are exclusive in other countries and others that is not exclusive. It's like so basically there's like a lot of differences. Like it's the same thing with English really. So I agree with your statement on Black Lives Matter. The idea of it would be good if the founders were better people and knew how to actually make a good movement. They completely ruin the purpose of the tag. I absolutely agree. Like I would love if the founders would actually work really hard to freaking, not be corrupt and not have like really really far left ideology. But I guess the main reason why so many support Black Lives Matter is because they believe in justice for like I guess police brutality, and that's why it's supported. So I think that's the main reason why. Latin is what the Romans speak. Yeah. Who's my favorite common writer? Um, my favorite common writer is probably the first common writer. The first common writer. The one that came out in 1971. Mike or Joel? I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about, dude. Oh God, I'm not sure about that either. Let's see. Let's go back to the. Oh my God, there's like a lot of it. Oh, Latin stands for all Latin cultures. Okay. You hide your roommate in that scrub? No, 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 no. I don't. I don't even have a freaking roommate. No. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my God. Wait, 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 wait. Hey Tyler, a while back you brought a book that was medical terminology in Spanish. Was it good? Free feel to respond in Spanish. Sí, es cierto. Tengo un libro de varios temas médicos para español, pero estoy equipado de muchas cosas en la vida y no puedo contestar esta pregunta para ti, porque realmente no conozco este libro muy bien, pero necesito estudiar para más palabras y mucho vocabulario también, pero sí, me gustaría estudiar este libro para mi pasatiempo. The guy from We Was King's meme, I think, was Belly King and probably the richest king in history. He traveled to make, and he spent so much gold he kind of crashed the market. I did not know that. I did not know that. Do you think the firearm legislation in the United States has something to do with the relatively police brutality? Because there's more risk as anyone can have gun. Um, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't. I can't really answer that question. It's like really tough. I think the main reason I don't want to discuss gun control on my channel, so that's like the big no-nos in my channel is to discuss like gun control and to discuss economics because I'm terrible at both topics. So that's like I'm not gonna answer that question, guys. Sorry. Let's see. How are people in the future gonna view 2020 when they're studying it in school? That's a very good question, dude. That's like a very, very good question. They'll probably look at these years that we were experiencing with some really big contempt to it. Probably. But who knows in the future? Who freaking knows in the future about that? Let's see. Latin Americans means French Americans, Italian Americans, and so on. The thing about like for our culture in the United States, like Latin Americans only refer to people from Latin America. We don't really count like French people. We only count like, people from Mexico or Bolivia or Argentina or like these other places and those places. So obviously it's like a bit different in this country. So I guess when somebody from a Spanish speaking country hear us say Latin American probably is confusing. So África tiene errores que no entiendo, porque hacen películas en vez de cambio de etnia, personajes, historias, ejemplos negros de historia de Netflix. No lo sabía, no lo sabía. Pero me gustaría estudiar más de este tema porque otra vez no puedo contestar esta pregunta para ti. Do you think the riots in United States will help or hurt Trump? I personally think, Ernest, that it's probably gonna help him. It's probably gonna help him because right now, Biden he made a comment just a few weeks ago. He said that like what was it? That if you don't vote for him, you're not really black. And so that's still fresh in people's mind. And of course, Biden tends to say like a lot of nonsensical stuff because he said that we need to actually care about facts over facts. Or sometimes he says stuff like, yeah, what was it? Let's see, facts over facts and the record player. And so he doesn't make much sense when he talks on stage. I don't know like why people just, want to have like this kind of person as their candidate. I would prefer somebody like what was it? Andrew Yang or someone else than Joe Biden. because honestly, I wanted to, vote for like people who are fresh blood, people that were not really old, but for some reason, people still wanted Joe Biden. I don't know. Like, if it was like somebody that was different besides Joe Biden, I would probably go out and vote. But I won't vote for like Joe Biden or Donald Trump because screw it, both of them are really bad. Screw both of them. Oh my god. Let's see. Okay, no, that's BS. On Columbia. Dude, like, don't use on Columbia. It's like in Columbia, in Columbia. That's BS. In Colombia, our constitution forbids us to own a gun, and we have a police brutality level over 9,000. Is it me for make a Dragon Ball Z joke? I'm sorry. Yeah, but we have a police brutality level over 9,000. Over 9,000. Fun fact, for 20 years, we had literal chainsaw massacres sponsored by the government. What? Oh my god. Oh god. Let's see. Character favorite MK. No. Cuando hablas en inglés no tiene mucho sentido porque probablemente es sí, para español es cuál es tu personaje favorito, pero en inglés decimos otra cosa. Por ejemplo, decimos, what's your favorite character? What's your favorite character? Pero para alguna razón para español es mucho más natural para decirlo en esta manera. Pero mi personaje favorito para Mortal Kombat no lo sé. No lo sé. Tal vez que mi personaje favorito para esta franquicia probablemente Johnny Cage. Me encanta Johnny Cage. Let's see. Let's see. Also, Biden is considering Keisha Bottoms as a running mate. And I have to admit, Biden Bottoms 2020 is a mainstream type. Oh god, that's so funny. Like Biden Bottom. Bottom. Oh, dude, like that's the funniest thing ever. Like, if he really wants to have Bottoms as his running mate, that is no, that's too much for me. Oh my god. Do I think that Hispanic culture could be beneficial for the United States? That's the question right here. Pero sí, para mi caso, creo que sí. Porque para nuestro caso, para mi país, es una historia muy larga de varios inmigrantes de varias partes del mundo. Por ejemplo, de los africanos, de los latinos, de los blancos, de los nativos, de los indígenas para nuestro país. Tenemos una historia muy larga para en este país, para varias cosas de varios inmigrantes. Pero sí hay muchos más beneficios para legales. Y estoy diciendo legales porque no soy muy fan de indocumentados para este caso. Porque para legales hay muchos más beneficios para la economía y hay muchas más culturas que para los legales. Pero para el caso de los indocumentados, no soy fan de los indocumentados para este país. Es no solo para Estados Unidos, pero en general no soy muy fan de los indocumentados de cualquier país, porque no es justo para trabajar muy duro para ser legal para tu propio país, que viajar en otro país y no aprender el idioma y cosas como así. Es por eso que no soy fan de los indocumentados para mi país. Bottoms versus pants. Oh my god, dude. It's like, holy fuck. That is like, that's like the funniest thing ever. Um, let's see. How do you feel about donating shaming? For example, if someone with like a lot of money only gives a small amount, I know it's an old topic, but I want to hear more opinions about it. I mean, for the case of donating shaming, like I think it's really interesting you asked that because sometimes like places that you donate might not be genuine or might not actually be a good cause, and obviously there's like a lot of places that actually are good causes. Now, for example, people might cite like the Salvation Army as a good way to donate your money, and that they do charity and stuff, and that's why on a surface level they support them. But for me, when you look into like the more bad side of things, you realize like some organizations have shady stuff. However, I'm not gonna blame a person who donates to the Salvation Army for not knowing about the shady stuff that goes behind the Salvation Army. So, on a more personal level, I'm not gonna shame them for like thinking differently than me, and it's stupid to do so. However, if it's like somebody who happens to be gay but donate to an anti-gay cause, it wouldn't make much sense to me. So, I mean, it kind of depends on the context, really. Like, if it's like a cause that you think is good, there's like nothing wrong with trying to donate some money to that place. But if it's like a cause that is bad, maybe there might be some sort of discussion here and there to figure stuff out. Okay, let's see. I apologize for not being clear. I meant stuff for like cancer or COVID-19. Personally, I think any amount of donation is a good thing. If you could live in any country in South America, where would you live? Para mi caso, me gustaría vivir en un país como, no es México, pero me gustaría vivir en España, porque tengo muchas personas de España para mi canal. Y tal vez que yo, pero me encantaría viajar en España porque hay muchos más amigos en España, hay muchos más castillos en España, hay mucha gente amable en España. Pero para otro país que me gustaría viajar en América Latina, para mi caso, pueden ser Argentina, pueden ser México, porque me encanta la comida mexicana y otros países para América Latina no lo sé, es bastante difícil para pensar ahora mismo. Pero sí, México, Argentina, España y otros lugares como así. um, let's see. Are you interested in the Spanish Black Legend? If not, I think it's a great topic to research if you like history. Of course, this is my Spanish bias speaking. Sure. I would like to read more about that story, like that, the legend. So, it'll be really cool. ¿Por qué no México, Centroamérica y el Caribe, España? Pero sí, es cierto, porque hay muchos más países hispanos en todo el mundo. Hay varias partes para América Latina, hay España, hay África, hay varias partes que hablan español. Y pues sí, es bastante fácil para encontrar varias partes del mundo que pueden hablar español. Y para mi caso, me gustaría viajar y vivir en España porque otra vez tengo muchos amigos de España, tengo mucha gente de España, tengo muchas más oportunidades para España para enseñar inglés porque obviamente hay muchas más personas en varios datos de varias personas que no pueden hablar inglés muy bien. Así que es muchas más oportunidades para enseñar inglés para la gente española cuando tengo muchas más oportunidades después de esta crisis. Investiga la religión Yoruba. Para mi caso, no estoy muy familiar con Yoruba, porque hay mucha más gente de este país. Es Nigeria, ¿cierto? Pero no estoy familiar con la historia de la gente para Yoruba. Let's see. Thank you for answering my questions. I'm head off now. Take care, Tyler. Okay, bye bye. Take care. Have a good evening, morning, night, whatever. Like that would be pretty cool. Oh God. Have you ever studied Spanish or learned by yourself? Okay. I'm gonna answer the question in Spanish. Okay. Sí, para mi caso, estudié español por 2 años en mi secundaria, pero después de mi secundaria tenía muchas oportunidades para estudiar español y para hablar en español con mucha gente latina durante mi pasatiempo. Por ejemplo, tenía un trabajo hablando en español, en inglés, para varias personas de América Latina, de Argentina, de México, de cualquier país para mi primer trabajo. Y por cierto, para mi primer trabajo es, ¿cómo se dice en español? Panera bread. Pero sí, es una panadería donde hay muchas cosas que hacer. Y después de mi experiencia con mi primer trabajo, tengo mucha experiencia con libros y aplicaciones y pues estoy estudiando por mi cuenta. Y pues estoy escuchando de varias cosas todos los días, estoy escuchando de los podcasts, estoy escribiendo, estoy usando muchas cosas para estudiar, por ejemplo, aplicaciones. Y pues es bastante fácil para mí porque realmente no es una otro idioma como japonés, que es mucho más complicado para estudiar. Y pues es bastante fácil para estudiar español para mí por mi cuenta. Y pues hay mucha más gente para practicar español en mi canal. Y estoy usando mi plataforma para estudiar y practicar con mucha más gente porque es bastante importante para entender muchas culturas, porque realmente cuando no estudias de otras culturas es bastante triste, porque realmente no puedes encontrar varias cosas interesantes de varias historias, no puedes encontrar varios programas de películas y cosas. Es bastante triste que hay muchas más personas que no pueden hablar español y no quieren estudiar otros idiomas. Y es por eso que me gustaría hablar con español con todos ustedes, porque es bastante interesante para estudiar otros idiomas como español. Um, haha, old Biden, bottoms 2020. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's see. Also, Spain is more profitable. Like the average salary in Spain. No, not on Spain. It's in Spain. The average salary in Spain is like 130. Let's see, $300. In Mexico is like 300. Also, most of Mexico is like living in the hood, really insecure. In Spain, you can go alone. Okay. Uh, Dicen que el futuro el español sería el idioma para Estados Unidos. Para mi caso, es bastante, no lo sé, pero para el caso del español en Estados Unidos, tenemos mucha gente que puede hablar español de varios inmigrantes de varias partes de América Latina. Y no tenemos muchos españoles para practicar español. Practicamos con varios latinoamericanos para estudiar español, pero mucha gente no puede hablar español en este país. De hecho, para los datos, los escritores escriben en, ¿cómo se dice en español? Los escritores escriben que hay mucha más gente que pueden hablar inglés que español. Y pues para este caso, hay muchos más hablantes de inglés en este país que muchos más hablantes de español. Pero al mismo tiempo es muy fácil para encontrar mucha gente que puede hablar español para practicar el idioma. Porque muchas veces mis amigos siempre me dicen que es bastante difícil para encontrar varias personas que pueden hablar inglés para estudiar inglés en otras partes de América Latina y en España. Es bastante gracioso para mí porque es al contrario para este país, porque puedo hablar con mucha gente de América Latina en mi barrio, en restaurantes, en centros comerciales. Así que es mucho más fácil para mi caso. Do I prefer to write in Spanish or English? Yo prefiero escribir en español para mi caso, porque obviamente estoy practicando el idioma. Es bastante fácil para contestar esta pregunta. ¿Has escuchado que España es la capital de México? God, Dios mío. Pero cierto, para el pasado sí, pero para mi caso no. Pero sí, para el caso de México es mucho más interesante porque hay mucha más historia detrás. Y pues me gustaría estudiar mucha más historia mexicana en el futuro, porque obviamente hay muchas más oportunidades para conocer muchas cosas que no conozco. Una cerveza, por favor. Con todos. Sí. Puedes decir, en mi opinión, en vez de para mi caso, especialmente si expresas tu opinión. Okay. I don't know. It's kind of like a bit of a habit for me to say that. It's like, okay. Let's see. Let me look at the. Hay muchas más preguntas para este chat. Let me look at it. Let me look. Wait. Let's see. Yeah, muchas más preguntas para este chat. Let's see. I prefer writing in English. I like being corrected. Okay. Hello, Tyler. Hey, man. How are you doing? Nintendo Zilla 80 is a 98. Excuse me. 98. Okay. Frase favorita que te gusta decir en español. Oh, let's see. Okay, my favorite phrase to say in Spanish. Okay. ¿Estás listo, chicos? A ver. Voy a compartir mi frase favorita para español. Ok. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Mi frase favorita para español. La concha de tu madre. La concha de tu madre. La concha de tu madre. Joder. La concha de tu madre. Joder. ¿Qué más? La concha de tu madre. La concha de tu madre. I prefer writing in English. Oh my god. Wait, I already read that. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Oh, yay! Applauso! 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 Okay. How's your R? Es bastante difícil para decir la R. R con R con R. R con R con R. Oh my god, like, that's so fucking, like, oh my god, it's like, it's horrible learning French, but I learned Spanish relatively easy. Really? Huh. You know, I think it'll be easier to learn French in Canada, because you guys are close to Quebec and can go to Quebec to learn French. Maybe it's harder. I don't know. I never studied French. But yeah, let me try it. It's like R con R con R. R con R con R. R con R con R. R con... let's see. Carne o pescado. Carne. Pero para mí me gusta comer muchas cosas como perros calientes, por ejemplo. Soy muy fan de hamburguesas y sí, yo prefiero carne para mi caso. Sí, me gusta la carne. Talor con la R. It's like, you think I'm freaking Russian? Oh my god. Oh, you freaking think I'm Russian? Think I'm freaking Russian? Ah. Let's see. Let's see. What's your opinion on the Godzilla anime trilogy? Um, I never watched that Godzilla animated trilogy. I've seen like all the movies for Godzilla, but I never watched like the anime stuff. I would like to see the anime someday, but I saw like a lot of like freaking what was it? Like a lot of the movies, but never the anime. But I saw bad reviews of the anime. But I'll watch it someday once I get a chance. Maybe someday. Let's see. Newfoundlanders and Quebecois are Peruvians and Chileans. Okay. Oh god, it's like, oh my god, dude. That's a pretty interesting comparison. Yeah, you just like. Let's see, and your R next to the, let's see, your Eric on your R. They're different. Yeah, like they're different. Yeah, that's true. They're all different, but it's like so fucking hard. It's like so fucking hard to do that. It's like easy for people to do the R, but it's like hard for me to do. It's like super fucking hard. Fucking hard. Let's see. I think I'm gonna end. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let me look at this. Hola, Talor. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿En qué parte de Estados Unidos vives? Vivo en el estado de Maryland. Y es muy gracioso porque para Maryland está cerca de Washington, D.C. y tenemos muchas cosas famosas para mi estado. Por ejemplo, Maryland es muy famoso por ¿qué más? Es muy famoso por el pescado. Es muy famoso para actores. Y hay muchos más actores de Maryland. Por ejemplo, Jim Henson es muy conocido de Maryland. Y otro ejemplo de un actor famoso para Maryland es, ¿cómo se dice en Martin Lawrence? Martin Lawrence de las películas de Bad Boys. Pero no hay muchas cosas famosas en Maryland porque no tenemos mucha más gente famosa para este estado. Pero hay muchos más lugares, muchos más estados famosos para mi estado, para mi país, perdón, porque hay muchos más estados como California, muchos más estados como Hawaii, muchos más estados como Nueva York. Y es por eso que Maryland es desconocido. Um, oh my god. Someday, Tyler, we should do a one-on-one conversation in Espanol. Two gringos speaking Espanol would be interesting. Oh my fucking god, like, oh. That would be like the funniest shit ever. Okay, yeah. Two gringos speaking Spanish. Okay, say, oh my god. That's so funny, like, that's really funny. But yeah, if you guys want to see a stream, of two gringos speaking Spanish, just tell me. Oh my god. Let's see. Big fan seeking life advice. I always had trouble with women, so one of my friends set me up with a girl. Problem being, when she went to sit on my face, she dropped a massive dump in my. Oh, dude, that is. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, why? Okay, why? Okay, that's like, how cool. How cool. Yeah, yeah. God. I live in Southeast Texas. Unfortunately, I'm from Ohio originally, and I don't speak Spanish. Okay. Waifu de videojuego. Ah, no tengo ningunas waifus para videojuegos. That would be great. Oh, dude, that would be great. Okay. Yeah, 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 maybe. Two gringos speaking okay, that would be like the funniest shit ever, man. Te afecto mucho las protestas. No, porque para mi estado no tenemos muchas protestas, pero hay muchas más noticias de varios estados protestando por los derechos para la brutalidad. Y para mi estado no tenemos muchas protestas y muchas más amenazas de varias personas. Y es muy interesante que no tenemos muchas protestas en mi estado, porque es en muchos estados demócratas, pero para mi estado no. No hay muchas más noticias de varias protestas en mi estado. Let's see, that would be great. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna talk for like 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes to answer the questions, and then I'll turn this off. I'll turn everything off after like 5 minutes. Okay. ¿Has visitado España una vez? No he visitado España, pero me gustaría viajar en España después de esta crisis, porque tengo muchos amigos de España y pues hay mucha cultura detrás de España. Hay muchos más castillos para España y es por eso que quiero viajar en España para estudiar de varias cosas de la historia de los castillos y hablar con mis amigos de España, de varias comunidades en España. Y también hay muchas más historias detrás de varios países europeos también. Por ejemplo, me gustaría viajar en Reino Unido, me gustaría viajar en Países Bajos, me gustaría viajar en Alemania y otros países europeos en el futuro. Pero ahora mismo estoy concentrando mi energía para mi trabajo principal, para sobrevivir esta crisis, porque es bastante triste que tenemos esta crisis ahora mismo, pero al mismo tiempo es bastante gracioso porque tenemos muchas más peleas con papel higiénico de mi estado, no solo mi estado, sino varias partes del país. Por ejemplo, hay muchas más clips de varias personas peleando para papel higiénico. Y es bastante gracioso para mí. Hola, ¿cómo estás, amigo? Hola, 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 ¿cómo estás? Do I prefer DC or Marvel? I prefer Marvel over DC. The only DC stuff that I like is like Batman and also Joker and Harley Quinn, but that's about it. That's it. ¿A dónde quieres ir? Sí. ¿A dónde quieres ir en España? Para mi sí. Me gustaría viajar en Madrid. Me gustaría viajar en Cataluña, en País Vasco. Y ¿qué más? Hay muchos lugares para España, joder. Pero me gustaría viajar en Cataluña, en Madrid, en Andalucía y pues todo lo que conozco para España para viajar. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Es verdad que muchos americanos son ignorantes sobre España. Pues no solo España, porque hay muchos más ignorantes para varias partes del mundo, porque estudiamos de varias historias de muchas partes del mundo para más de 10, 12 años en nuestras escuelas, y muchas personas no saben varias cosas de otras partes del mundo. Es por eso que hay mucho más ignorantes para España, no es para España, para Estados Unidos, para nuestra gente. Okay, let's see. Yo vivo en Madrid. Oh, qué chido, qué chido. But yeah, I'm gonna end this live stream. But thanks guys for watching the live stream. Thanks for asking questions. I really appreciate it. And of course, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Muchas gracias por ver y hasta la próxima vez. Hasta luego.